Hey y'all, my name is Dietrich Smart, aka Mr. Solution. I'm going to come to you talking to you on several topics every week. One of the topics I thought about today is an important topic. Most of us, all of us, have some form and fashion of them. Friends. What is a friend? First of all, you have four types of friends. One, best friend, somebody you can call on for anything. They're going to be there if you call them. Say, hey, call them at 2 o'clock in the morning. Tell them come pick you up off the side of the interstate. They're going to be there. They're not going to say, you ain't got nobody else to call. Or they're just going to jump in the car and come with no questions, no doubt about the situation or anything like that. These are people who've been there for you for a long period of time and not somebody you just met a week ago or a month ago. This is somebody who's been beside you for years and years upon years. Another type of friend is a good friend. Somebody, your partner or your girlfriend. Somebody you met semi-lengthy time. You guys don't talk on a regular basis, but if y'all want to go out and have a good time, that's the girl you call or the guy you call, and y'all go out and hang out or whatever. You're gonna have a good time with that person. The other person is the acquaintance. Acquaintance is pretty much what it says. This is somebody you meet through somebody else, or this is somebody you met, y'all had a good vibe, but you really don't know that person. But if you need that person, you can call them or whatever, and they could be a good asset to you in the future. Acquaintance by association. You really don't like that person, but you tolerate that person because your friend or partner of yours or girlfriend usually bring them around, but you really don't know much about them, but they hang out with them, and so you kind of accept who they are because they hang out with friends of yours. Okay. Although friends are great to have, one thing that we have to appreciate is good friends. Everybody don't have good friends, and so what would qualify as a good friend would be, how does that person benefit you? Not saying necessarily monetary or status, but how does that person benefit you based on your brand as a person? What do you stand for? Do that person have the same values and morals that you stand for? If you were to go out with that person jeopardize who you are, or have you to question your identity as a person. So, for example, best friends are friends that, most of the time they're going to be honest with you. They're not going to lie. If you try on a dress, say, girl, how this look, and that dress tight, she going to tell you, girl, it look like you wearing a plastic bag that's about to burst. She going to be honest with you. She's not going to lie. She's not going to, she's going to try to sensitize the issue to protect your feelings, but at the same time, y'all friends, so they're going to joke around. A friend's not somebody who's going to talk about you behind your back or try to talk about you in your face in some instances to make themselves feel good. Best friend is someone who's you can call and talk about a situation. You don't have to worry about them going behind your back and discussing the situation with somebody else, or spreading a situation all across a broad spectrum of communications with other people. For instance, my friends and I talk about a lot of things. I know I have a spouse, so sometimes I would discuss those things with my spouse, but I know my spouse is not going to go and discuss those things with other people. But when you and your friends discuss things, that's for that information to stay between you two. Also, best friends are not going to try to talk about people and try to lower your self-esteem. Although self-esteem is a whole other topic. But self-esteem is some of the things that, you should not look to other people to gain self-esteem, because self-esteem, the first word in self-esteem is self. It started with yourself, but we'll talk about self-esteem a whole nother day. All right, good friends. Good friends are people, again, you meet along the way that you had a good connection with, but, for some reason or other, you guys are not on the same page as far as, your friendship. But, if you call that person, hey, how you doing? And y'all gonna have a good conversation. You guys go out. You guys can go to each other's kids' birthday parties and things like that. One thing I wanted to talk about is the image of a friend. Sometimes we get around friends and you feel it. It's just a vibe that you get when you're around friends that are not in line with who you are. So, what to do in those situations? Alright, so for instance, you're with a group of friends, you just feel out of place. More than likely 10 times out of 10, that's not the group of friends you should be hanging out with. Never feel like you have to jeopardize who you are as a person to hang out with a group of people, because one thing is, in the end of the day, if you jeopardize who you are, you're going to eventually regret it, because you're going to end up doing something out of character. You're going to eventually do something that might get you in trouble, get you jail time, or get you in a situation that you can't back out of. And try to surround yourself with friends that, not saying necessarily that can help you, but benefit your brand. For instance, these type of people are going to speak positive things into your life. We all know that death lies at the power of the tongue, and you want somebody who can speak positive things in your life on a constant basis. These are people who can see the positive in yourself, even though you might not see it, or if they see something that you may not see, they can bring that to your attention. For instance, I have a friend, one of my best friends. He's a singer. He's been singing all his life, but sometimes you have friends who sing all the time, but those people who are good or really good sometimes don't notice that they're good. But it takes other people to speak positive things in their life and really get them to think about their gift and what God have given them in order to utilize it to the fullest. Now he's pursuing his career in music. He's doing really well. He's getting noticed. Got music out there, and he's progressing. I mean, we still talk on a regular basis. We talk about anything. If I call him tomorrow and say, hey man, I'm in trouble, I need $500, he's not going to question the fact that, hey, why you calling me? He going to ask me when you need it, or where can I send it. These type of people you want to be around. You guys are going in the same direction. Eventually it's about the success that you guys can build on. Same thing with your relationships with your significant other. You guys want to be able to build on your friendship to gain something that can last you forever. So if you have a best friend or a friend that's in your circle, make sure that you guys are building on each other. How can I help you? These are networks that cannot be broken. With spouses, same thing. You want someone who you can, or girlfriends or boyfriends or boos or bae. You want somebody you can build a life with, or build a future with. You don't want someone that if that person, you end up marrying that person, they're going to be doing the same thing tomorrow. There's no future and the direction they're going. If they're doing something that doesn't line up to where you want to go, then don't date them. Don't even marry them, because eventually it's a flat tire. It's not going to go anywhere. Not necessarily saying that people don't change. So one thing again, you have best friends, good friends, acquaintances, and acquaintances by association. Acquaintances by association is interesting because you meet people along the way that eventually you never know you might have to call them. So never burn bridges when it comes down to friendships. Acquaintances by association, what they are, but don't burn. You might not even like them, but don't burn bridges because you never know how that person might help you in the future. They might help you get a job because they happen to know a person that you're friends with or associated with. So never burn bridges. Always be respectful to people regardless of if you like them or not. People are in your life for seasons, and make the best of the season that you're currently in by flourishing and spreading your light amongst others. Because again, you never know when you might need someone, and that person that you burn the bridge might be the person that might help make a decision in the future. So this is Mr. Solution again, spreading my light. If you have any questions about what we talked about, if I can help you in any way about friendship, please write at the bottom, and I'll try to answer your question in another video. Alright, catch out.